Peace and love, and welcome back to the channel. Do me a favor if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell so that you can get notifications when I go live in the mornings. Um, so let's get right to it. Uh, all right, so we're looking at SPY right now, um, and the markets have gapped down this morning. Let's look at SPX actually. You see that it is taking out these previous lows. So let's look at SPY at a more of a macro level so we can get some perspective. I'm gonna look at the yearly chart, and you see I have alerts down here for it to break at um, the low of last year was 364.82, and we see right now in pre-market SPY's down to 371, so we're not far from that. Um, so looks like that's where we're headed. Looks like we're headed to take out that previous low, and of and it's not often. I'm looking at last. It's not often that SPY takes out the low of the previous year. Last time it did that, of course, was in 2020, um, and it was able to bounce right back. But we're in a bear market, so um, this isn't a surprise. It shouldn't come as a shock that we're getting ready to take out these lows, the previous year's low. So um, here's the thing, right? Um, in anticipation of this move, we got into puts on quite a few companies in the last few days. I call it a hully gully play, right? Where we just buying the time and buying out the money puts, and those have been doing pretty well. They're all up over probably 200% at the open, but they're all well over 100% right now. Um, we're looking at coin. Let's look at a smaller time frame now. Um, Coin actually did a little something yesterday, but you can see that those gains are being snatched right back away. As Bitcoin is also looking to dive, taking a nosedive as well. Um, look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is down. We got a little surge yesterday. It was looking good. Um, Everything was looking good in power hour. The last hour of the markets looked like SPY wanted to surge a little bit, but this is when I was talking to my partner Don. We trade together, and he was looking to get at some calls yesterday, and I was like, man, I don't know, because of this. When it kept pushing back, after it ripped right here on this green candle, and it pushed back, and then it came back, and then it pushed back down at the last two 15-minute candles. It got real suspect for me, and I'm so glad I did not get any calls. Um, and then today it gaps down. So listen, with calls, as I said yesterday when I put out two tickers, let's look at those. Moderna. Did pretty well. Um, Opened at 122 and just took off and got a high of 131. So that's a $9 move to the upside uh, on Moderna. And what else do we call? Oh, AMD. Same thing with AMD. Um, but you know, it still was a fluky day, man. Like I wasn't convinced that this was going to hold because you know, especially buying it at these support levels, right? And again, support means buyers step in. When I seen that it really didn't push, especially out the gate, these stocks didn't push. Square's another one um, that I was in. Square did push, right? But it didn't even take out the previous day's high right at the open. So it looked at suspect, man, as hell. And so I'm not necessarily shocked by the gap down that's taking place in the market because of I was looking at yesterday. It looked very shady at the end of the day. So um, anyway, today I'm gonna play it safe, and play for today will be SPY. We'll be looking at SPY and looking at what happens at the open and make a determination off of that. Uh, Roblox. I'm looking to pick on a few of these that ran yesterday. Like, let me see, what was that? Sunrun was one of them that ran pretty good yesterday. Um, it's up 10% actually. And I may pick on them today, depending on. I'm already liking this top and tail right here. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. You should too. Keep it in your watch list. Um, but the thing about it is, a lot of these stocks have been beaten up so bad that it don't like Stitch Fix, for instance, right? They popped yesterday, and they've been beaten up so bad that it doesn't even seem like it's a whole lot of money to be made to the downside. They ain't got what are they going to be, a penny stock? Looks like they're on their way to being one. Same with Riot. Um, yeah, it's getting nasty. So this should all be expected in the bear market. So be mindful. And even if you ever play, when I play things to the upside, I'm in and out. Ain't no way in the world I'm holding calls overnight with all this going on. What I'm seeing in front of me. Um, you know. So anyway, that's enough. I've shared a few tickers with you all. Hope you all managing your risk and staying on top of these plays. Uh, Today, I'm just looking at SPY and a few other little small tickers that I gave. Nothing special. Marcus is pulling. Uh, there's ways to make money to the downside. Don't panic. Um, you know, be smart, be wise. Pay attention to the first candle on the 15-minute chart and let the market uh, settle in the first hour or so, or at least the first half hour. Let the market settle and show you, confirm its direction before you jump in any type of plays. All right, I'll be back in the morning. Peace and love.